About a year and a half ago, we noticed that our vinyl siding was starting to warp on this one side. We thought it had to do with water because we did have some water damage with that big flood. Over time, it didn't look warped anymore. It actually looked melted. The vinyl actually looked like it was moving down. Something was making it melt, but we really couldn't figure it out until a contractor came out.
They had some vinyl siding that was melting off their house. Their neighbor just had some of the new low-E argon glass windows put on.
With the addition and new windows, the sunlight reflecting off of those windows has affected our neighbor's vinyl siding.
The windows are actually deflecting a lot of the sunlight back onto their house.
And the reflection from their top windows is what was coming down and melting the vinyl.
At first, she kind of laughed like it was a joke.
I wouldn't expect windows to do anything to your siding.
It seems as more people are starting to get their windows done, though, I'm starting to see it more and more often. It's actually become a code in most cities to have that low-E argon glass in your windows, so it's going to keep continuing to become more and more and more of an issue as people update their homes.
No fault of the neighbor, he just put windows on.
It's no one's fault but the manufacturers of vinyl siding. When I came out here in the fall, it was just a small little condensed area. It's actually grown to almost the length of the entire side of the garage.
It just kept getting worse and worse and worse. During the day, you can actually see where the sun hits, and it's exactly where the siding was melted.
It seems to be worse in the areas where they do get the colder temperatures. It'll melt down, crinkle up, and then the cold will freeze it, which will then cause it to stick.
There wasn't much we could do at that point. Insurance would have replaced it with vinyl siding. But obviously, vinyl wasn't going to be an option because the same thing would have happened. We looked at some other upgrades. Hardie board gave me the most confidence that it would last.
We ended up coming up with a pretty intricate design we're going to do on their house, and we're pretty excited to get started with things. But the most important thing is we're getting that Hardie siding on there. That way we know the house is going to last. The main reason why I like choosing Hardie over vinyl, number one is going to be your warranty. Getting that non-prorated warranty on the product itself, I think, is second to none. But also, since it's engineered for the climate.
James Hardie siding has just got a much more upgraded look to it. And that's not even speaking to the durability. I just needed a stronger product. Not worried about my neighbor's windows. I don't think we're going to have any problem there. It's a complete feeling. I feel like the house is done and we're good to go for a long time. It makes me want to do the whole inside now.